putting work, turning nothing into something. They feelings hurt, we turning nothing into something. Give a fuck if they don't like me, cause all this bread I count excites me. Turning nothing to something, nothing into something, turning nothing into something.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Everybody, what's going on? This is going to be a different Blood Thoughts experience right here. Kind of taking it back to the roots, kind of where it all started. Really, not the live videos, but the videos themselves. We did most of our videos in the car. This Rafael Devers news broke out, and we felt like talking about it. And we're not quite home yet. I'm not sure we're going to have time to do it when we get home. So here we are. Good Sunday evening, everybody. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Hey, listen, happy Father's Day to some of the moms that service dads out there. I know, guys. Yeah, how you gonna take away from our day, man? Listen, it is what it is. I was raised by a single mother myself. But anyways, here we go. And as I said, man, listen, we know we're Met fans, and it's not been a good weekend for us Mets. Not a good weekend for our Mets. We'll get into that in a second. But the first thing is, and I'll try to get into the comments as best I can. Like I said, I'm in the car, and the print is so small on the phone that it's hard for me to see. I know the visual is not going to be the greatest as it is dark, and I can't really be driving with the lights on in here. But I hope the audio is okay. If not, you guys can let me know, and then we'll shut it down because it's no purpose in doing it if it's not going to be at least something that you can listen to, right? But like I said, Rafael Devers traded to the San Francisco Giants. Now that means a lot of things. Um, that means the National League just got a lot harder, just got a lot tougher. The path to the playoffs just got a lot tougher. Now for us as Met fans, we're hoping we're going to get that division with them. But if that's not the case, then you look towards the wild card, and that just got a little bit tougher. As like I said, the Giants who've been playing well, but who could have used another bat, who've been a little underwhelmed with the production that they have gotten from William Diamonds, their high price free agent. So they don't wait around. You know, how did this deal break out? I don't know. How did this get started? I don't know. But we all see what's going on out there in Boston, right? We all see what's going on in Boston. So shout out to them if they said, hey, there's some turmoil over there. Let's make a phone call. Let's see if maybe the Red Sox are willing to make a move, and we can be the ones to get this guy over here and use that big bat, a proven bat, a bat that has shown that he can get it done in the playoffs. So big move that by the San Francisco Giants. I wonder so much how did this move come down that I even went and looked like, wait a minute, Craig Breslow. I don't remember where the heck this guy played. I don't even remember when exactly this guy played. Let me go see if he played. If he played with Buster Posey on the Giants. And maybe that's how this trade goes down. But listen, for a guy like Buster Posey who just started doing the job, who's probably learning how to do the job, man, props to him. Props to him. That's a big move. That's a big first move to make for your team. And I think the package was something like Jordan Hicks and some minor leaguers. I'm pretty sure there's like some top prospect or whatever involved in that. Let's see if we can take a look here as we stop at the red light to see what the names exactly are. If I can find them real quick, it's been all over the place. Um, but I don't care. I don't care. Prospects turn to suspects. The Giants saw themselves, they looked at themselves and said, hey, listen, we have a chance here to compete for this division or to compete for a playoff. And once you get in the playoffs, who the hell knows what can happen? We're not going to sit around. We have a team right now that's maybe playing over their heads. We're going to go get the help that this team could probably use. And they go out there and do it. And again, I don't know how it happened. I don't know if they initiated the phone call. I don't know if the Red Sox initiated the phone call. But I would think that it's more the Giants immediately when they see what's going on, making a phone call and saying, hey, listen, we don't know if you guys are interested in trading Rafael Devers or not. But if you decide to, we'd be interested. Let us know. And maybe on that phone call, the Red Sox say no, we're not interested. Or maybe that phone call say, hey, yeah, we are interested in trading. What do you got? And then roll from that. If it was that we're not interested, maybe they came back and say, hey, guess what? Yeah, now we're willing to do it. I did see a report there that and who knows, right? This is whatever. But there's a report out there saying, and I think it came from the Boston Globe, that said that the Red Sox felt that with the money that they're paying Rafael Devers, he needed to be more of a team player. He needed to be more willing to do whatever it takes to win. And listen, I get that. I think it was Mets Talk Unfiltered, or maybe one of my Blunt Thoughts Live shows I do, or whatever you want to call it. We talked about Rafael Devers and some of the comments he had made along the way when this all started happening way back in spring training, and even recently. And I myself didn't exactly like the way Devers handled the situation, but at the same time, I understand him. And you can't expect a guy to just be moving around position to position. Like, this is not no utility guy. This is not a guy trying to hold on. This is an accomplished major league player. And as much as we want to say you got to do whatever it takes for the team, if he himself feels like, yo, if I go do this, I'm not going to be productive, I'm going to be less than what I can be, then I'm not going to knock him for it. But what I do wonder is, what the hell are the Red Sox doing? What the hell are the Red Sox doing? What is their plan? They just came off a sweep of the Yankees. Are they packing it in? Are the rumors that we see about Jared Duran, I know Met fans have heard about that, are those true? Is he available? Because if he is, we better start making them phone calls. I'm not going to come here and tell you we should have absolutely traded for Rafael Devers, but I will like to know, and I like to think that we made a phone call, just like I said, maybe the Giants did when they heard, or when they saw the situation, just to see. Because that's what a good GM, a good president, or whatever you want to call it, should be doing. And I think we have one. And don't talk to me about these prospects. We have all these prospects and all this nonsense. It is the job of a good organization to figure out which one of these guys to keep and which one of these guys to trade. Because they're not all going to pan out. And they're not all going to be able to play. And we see it now. You already hear the grumblings about Beatty again. Everybody was in love with Beatty 2 weeks ago. Now we're pining for Vientos to come back, whom we couldn't stand 3 weeks ago. But that's fandom, right? We can be lunatics. We can be irrational. The president of baseball ops, they need to be smart. I like them to be proactive. Hey, and it very well could turn out that we made a phone call and the Red Sox just had no interest in what the hell we were selling and what we were offering. I guess we got to swallow that, right? That says more about where we are in our prospects that we highly rate, maybe overrate. But interesting move. Interesting move. And like I said, it just makes it that much tougher in the National League to get to the playoffs. And then for those doomsayers who you would have thought this was the last weekend of the season, and the Mets were fighting and clawing for a playoff spot, they probably think it's really over now, right? Because according to some, we're going to lose the division lead that we have by the end of this week, and we'll never be able to regain it. So we're going to have to depend on the wild card to make the playoffs. And now that just got tougher. I don't subscribe to that nonsense, but I do recognize that the National League in general just got tougher. And the team saw an opportunity and they seized it. They didn't wait. They didn't try to sell, we got this guy coming up, or we have this guy coming back from injury, whatever the case may be. And that may not be the situation for them. I'm being a little facetious there because I know, we're waiting on Vientos, and in the past, they said, oh, yeah, when we get this guy back, it'll be like a trade deadline pickup. Excuse me. But it'll be interesting. And I wish I could see the comments a little bit better, like I said, because I really can't see them at all. Because I would love to hear your guys' opinion. Because I'm pretty sure there's some of you out there that are thinking, shoot, we could use Rafael Devers. Again, this is a proven bat. This is a proven bat. We are struggling with runners in scoring position. Quays, the banners, bro. Look at the banners. We struggling with runners in scoring position. You gonna tell me we could have used that bat? Oh, Hector, but no, you hear this all the time. Nobody's trading anybody right now. Ain't nobody making any moves. You went to a trade deadline. Giants ain't wait. But we're waiting. Why? Because we have this great team. We have a good team. I believe that. We have a good team. By no means am I panicking. But we could improve. And when you see a move like this made, you're like, damn, where the hell were we on this? And we'll find out over the next few days. We'll find out over the next few days who was in, who wasn't, how did this come about, how long it's been in the works, if long at all. Shoot, for all we know, this happened on the first phone call. Probably not. But just interesting. And that's why sometimes you can't pay attention, listen to all these damn rumors that you hear around. And people react to these rumors like if they're actual facts. Oh, we've been hearing, the rest are going to trade Jared Young. Jared Durant. I said Jared Young like 15 minutes ago, too. 1 minute. Jared Durant. And look who gets traded. Rafael Devers. Which, again, we probably should have all seen coming. And I'm a little surprised in how Alex Cora handled this situation. Someone who from afar, looks like, has a grasp of the clubhouse, um, has a grasp of what's going on with his players, is able to communicate with his players. Well, it seemed like he and the entire organization boggled this from the get. They screwed this up from the get. Not commuting in the offseason to Devers and what their plans were, and maybe bringing in Bregman. That you're going to first base or DH first with no conversation. Oh, and then Cassis is hurt. Go get a first baseman's glove. A guy that was already being questioned as a defensive third baseman already. So obviously someone who's not like, defensively inclined. And obviously if he was a great third baseman, you wouldn't move from there either, right? So we got to be honest. But just an interesting move again. A move that puts all NL teams on notice. And the Giants said, you know what? You never know when you get these opportunities. They know. They know. They've won the World Series as a wild card a couple of times. They've won a couple of World Series when no one expected them to. So they know that when the opportunity's there, you snatch it. And you do everything you can to capitalize on it. We're Mets fans, right? Some way, somehow, we're connected to New York. We might not all be Knicks fans, but we just watched the Knicks blow an opportunity. I don't give a damn what nobody says. The Knicks just blew an opportunity. They don't know if they can get that back. I hope so as a Knicks fan. Our New York Mets, 2022. Great season. Ends disappointingly. Gets into the playoffs. And it's like they weren't even there. Squandered opportunity. 2015. We got there ahead of time. Hector, don't worry about it. We're set up. Look at all the arms we got. Now is when we're going to make moves. Well, I'm still waiting. Squandered opportunity. Now, I'm not here telling you the Giants are going to win automatically because of this move. But it sure as hell ain't going to hurt them. I didn't see them worried about no damn payroll and adding another $213 million or whatever the hell it is. I also don't see them bragging about $1 billion they own them. Shout out to those fans who say, I need to see David Stearns make a big move. And I'm like, to hell with a big move. Just make a good move. In this case, I can understand them when they come out like, yo, where were we? Where the hell were we? Man, I wish traffic was always like this, ladies and gentlemen. I wish traffic was always like this. Except if I got a police escort. Smooth sailing. This has got to be the worst live ever, right? In the dark. Or maybe the best for those of you who say, who the hell wants to see your ugly mug anyways? But to hearing my ass. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. How about the New York Mets though, ladies and gentlemen? How about the New York Mets? As this is going to be a quick live. Again, we heard the Devers news. We miss talking to you people on our own. We love Eddie and Mets Talk on Filter. Tune in for that tomorrow night. Probably about 8 p.m. or so. Still working out the final kinks in my head. As when I'll be available. As Eddie's ready to go. But I got a lot going on this week, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's light. There's light. And you're like, turn that shit off. Heck, we don't want to see you. But yeah, man. Just a little surprised that this happened now and just out of nowhere. And I guess a little bit of a distraction again for what us Mets fans was a horrible weekend as we get swept by the Tampa Rays. A series that started out pretty good. Started out pretty damn good. We take a 5-1 lead. Clay Holmes is cruising. What the hell can go wrong? We're about to go on a 7-game win streak. And then we got a little cute. Now, blunt thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. I give it to you how I think it, how I feel it, when I think it. Just like right now, raw and uncut, in the dark. in the light, it doesn't matter. So after that game Friday night, the Mets fan base is losing their mind. Not all of us, but some of us. And I'm like, wait a minute here, guys. We're 20 games over 500. We just came over. The objective is to win series, and we can still do that. Well, here we are, and we just got our asses kicked for 2 games. Again, after we got started to a good start, but we got cute. And I supported, not supported, I understood what happened on Friday. I get it. Clay Holmes is a little sore. We got a nice lead here. I mean, they were doing it anyways. It's not like they said, okay, we got a good lead here. Let's give Clay a break. No, you came into the games thinking, okay, 85 pitches. Okay, he wasn't able to go long with them 5 innings, but it was a good 5 innings. And we bring in Paul Blackburn, who they had told us before the game also was going to pitch either Friday or Saturday as a side session to get him ready for Wednesday. The game breaks out the way it does. Brazoban is warming up as he's getting ready to come in with a 3-1 lead. And instead it gets to 5-1. And my guy Mendy says, you know what? Let me give Brazo a break here. I've been riding Brazo. Let me give Brazo a break. Use him maybe later this weekend. Turns out we never used him all weekend, I don't think. And then we go to Blackburn here. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And this comes on the heels, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm all over the place here, like always. I just thought about this. I thought about it earlier, but I thought about it now as well. This comes on the heels of us being a little arrogant as an organization, right? Because if you pay attention to these press conferences, David Stern spoke this week, and he was asked, you guys have been a little bit pitching, but been overachieving. Definitely done way better than any of us expected them personally. Who asked the question said, any as media members expected. What do you have to say about that? Or something along those lines. And David Stearns pretty much said, I don't give a damn about expected numbers and what anybody's done in the past, blah, 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 blah. We know these guys are good, and we're confident in what we do here, blah, 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 blah. And the baseball guy said, oh, yeah? You cocky mofo, you? We got something for you. You proud of what you're doing with Griffin Canning? Hold this. You think you figured out Tyler McGill? That bullpen mop-up duty mofo? Hold this. Oh, you think you're going to sneak Paul Blackburn in there, huh? For an inning or two? Yeah, we got something for you. Hold this. It happens, though. It happens. I know some of you don't want to hear it, but it is a 3-game series, a weekend of a long season of 162 games. Was it frustrating as hell to watch this weekend? Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially when you continue the same problems. We get guys on base and we forget how to hit. We put all the pressure of the world on us, on our shoulders, and we forget the pitcher got himself in trouble. He's in trouble, not you. So frustrating. So frustrating. But I said this, I believe it was in a space. If you don't know what a space is, if you're on YouTube, you're like, hey, what is a space? On Twitter, X, they have what you call a space, and it's basically a chat room where you can speak. Somebody opens it up, they host, and you run it however the hell you want. I lose my thought as I often do. And celebrating no traffic, now we hit traffic. Luckily, it's the final stretch. Frustrating weekend as I try to regain my thoughts here. Just a frustrating weekend. This is what my thought was. I challenged some people on X. I think it was yesterday. And challenge you guys as well. Whenever you get frustrated this season, right? You're frustrated right now on June 15th. You're thinking, what the hell, man? This is falling apart. Go back to June 14, 2024, and look at where that team was. Now, listen, I know that's probably an anomaly, right? You're not always going to do that. You don't always want to put yourself in that situation. But the good thing is, we're not in that situation. We are now, what is it, 18 games, 19 games over 500. We have built a 5.5 game division lead that is now down to 2.5. Isn't that a better place to be than where we were last year? And I say this, guys, because not a couple of days ago, and gals, a few days ago, ladies and gentlemen, I had to clear some storage on my phone. So I had to delete some stuff. So I'm going through there, deleting old videos, old nonsense, whatever. And I bumped into a video, I think it was on July 25th. Not June 14th, June 25th, July 25th, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the date on the video. And I was losing my mind, going crazy. Now, I can't remember if it was a screenshot that I took from one of the lives that I had done already on YouTube, and I happened to do that that screenshot on July 25th or whatever the hell it was. But around that time, I was talking about how if we really wanted to go get Juan Soto in the offseason, we needed to turn our season around. And instead of having our guys play well so that we could trade them for assets and all of this garbage that I was hearing, we needed to have them play well so we could turn the season around and make the New York Mets a destination. This was July 25th last year. Which is why when I'm going to lose this, I think back to where we were then at that time. And how miserable I was. And it makes me feel better. Because we are in first place with a little cushion to deal with nonsense that's going on right now. Now we have a big week coming up ahead. So how with a big week? We have a big 10 days coming up ahead. Huge 10 days. Truthfully speaking, bigger than this past weekend. In 10 days, we can look back at this past weekend and be like, what? What happened? The Rays. What? Who cares? Atlanta's 17 games out. The Phillies are back to 5.5, 5 games out, whatever the hell it is. Because we will now be playing 10 games against those guys. 7 against the Braves. Now, it could go the other way, and the Braves can put themselves right back in this thing. Go out there and win 5 out of 7. But even as bad as this weekend was, I don't see that happening. I can see us winning 5 out of 7. And I don't give a damn what they did with their rotation. They could go get Greg Maddux, John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, all them mofos. I don't give a damn. Over the next 10 days is when we need to make a statement and say, no, we for real this year. Or we can lay down and make all the doomsayers happy and finally finish collapsing. If that's what you think is going to happen. Not this guy here. But let me tell you something. We're not going to go 10-0. It would be phenomenal if we could. And I say never say never. I said it in a space the other day. Don't ever come here and tell me this can't happen. This will never happen because I'm not going to tell you that. I can tell you that I don't think it's likely to happen. But I don't live in the never world because you never know. So we could go 10-0, but it's not likely. What we better not do is go 4-6, 3-7. Shit, not even 5-5. I don't even want 6-4. But I might take that. But I ain't signing no damn papers. Don't talk to me if I told you before or right now. If I tell you now that the Mets, I don't want to hear that nonsense. Because I'm gonna tell you like I told somebody that on Friday when they said they were okay with losing 2 games this series. I said I don't want to hear that crap. Yeah, we could come back after the series and say, we lost that series, but the way we lost it, okay, that things would have broke our way. Or we could come back now, like the way we feel right now, after we got our asses swept, and say, damn, we kind of were exploited. We kind of were exploited. Our pitching looked mediocre. Check for those that say we can't keep it up, right? They're over there like, yeah, I told you. Our defense looks sloppy and slow, except for Terrence. Shout out to Terrence. Jesus. That guy single-handedly tried to win a game yesterday on defense. Our defense looks slow, and our offense look like what it's been looked like. In that we're running the scoring position. When I look back like that, no, I don't. No, I don't give a damn if we're gonna play 700 ball the rest of the way, 600 ball, whatever the case may be. Right now, it doesn't feel good. But guess what? Nothing we can do about it now. Nothing we can do about it now. Nothing we can do about it tomorrow. On Tuesday, all you can do is win that game. We're not going to win them all at once, ladies and gentlemen. And again, we're not going to go 10-0. What we want to do is go over 500 on this trip. Or on these 10 games, because it's not a complete road trip, right? For those that don't know, 3 in Atlanta, 3 in Philadelphia, back home with 4 with Atlanta. There's your 10 games. Should be fun. Gonna be huge. We're gonna need this offense to get better. We're gonna need them to figure out the runners in scoring position. We're gonna need one, if not two, of these young guys that we all love and we clamor to get called up. Bring this guy up, bring that guy up, bring this guy up. You have to bring this guy up. What are we doing? He's killing Syracuse. Ladies and gentlemen, Rodney Mauricio missed a lot of time. He missed more than a year of baseball. He's coming back from a tough injury. He needs help. Who cares? How's that gone? I know he hit a home run yesterday. He got a pinch hit today. Those are his only 2 hits outside of Colorado. and they only come. I didn't see the hit today. The home run yesterday, high fastball. Colorado, high fastball. Or hanging curve, or whatever the hell. Throw him anything 50 feet, 50 to 57 feet, he's swinging. Think about that. Throw him anything 50 to 57 feet, he's swinging. Brett Beatty. Oh, that's the third baseman. So much better defensively than Vientos. He's the guy. How's that working out? Who the hell is Francisco Alvarez? Is he the 25 home run guy? Or is he the one home run guy that we're seeing right now? Is Mark Vientos a one hit wonder? One hit wonder. Jesus, Hector. Or is he actually gonna be a good major leaguer? We need one or two of these young guys to step the hell up and actually become a player already. If we want to get to where we want to get to. Along with possibly making a move for a clutch bat, a bat that drives in runs. But we need these young guys, man, to fulfill that promise. At least one or two of them. I don't give a damn who it is at this point. I really don't. I don't give a damn who it is. But we're just hitting the end of this ride, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, just wanted to do a quick one here as we drove home. Couldn't wait till we got home because we just want to get in, wash up, go to bed, and get right back out here early in the morning because we have a deadline. So let me say it now. Mets Talk Unfiltered tomorrow. And you may not be seeing much of Heck this week because Heck is going to be very busy. But Heck will be watching. Heck will be listening. And hopefully when Heck comes back, it'll be a happy Heck and not angry Heck. Because I know you guys can barely deal with happy Heck. And you can't stand angry Heck. Oh, man. What a weekend. What a weekend. What a weekend. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. I promise you, I promise you, we're not as bad as we look this weekend. We may not be as good as we've looked at our best, whatever the hell that is. But we sure as hell not as bad as we look this weekend. I promise you that. And I have all the confidence in the world that although it may seem like some people like to say the front office is sleeping right now, they will do whatever it takes or whatever they think it takes. Now, the only thing I fear is one, that they don't get too cocky and thinking, no, we can do it. We can do less with little, which doing less with little is great. I love that. But you also have to be willing to and able to make the gutsy move, take that gamble. And that is where we still have to learn from David Stearns. We know he can do a lot with a little. He's been doing that his whole career. Will he have the guts to pull the trigger on a move like Rafael Devers? We shall see. We shall see. For now, though, I need Peter Alonso to continue what he's been doing. It's been a breath of fresh air, if not a little bit of a disappointment because I'm disappointed that he couldn't handle it. A breath of fresh air because he seems to be doing extremely well now, back in his comfort zone. And I'm talking about Brandon Nimmo. I was someone that thought that Brandon Nimmo could possibly hit in the middle of the order. Well, he showed that he can't. He showed that he can't. But back in the two hole, more of, well, I shouldn't say back, although he did hit there a little bit last year. But in the two hole, or in the top of the order there, where he's a little bit more comfortable being a table setter with power, he's doing a lot better. Shoot, we're even getting contributions from Starling Marte and Jeff McNeil. But you know who I need to be more than a table setter? Do I need to tell you? Do I need to tell y'all who I need to be more than a table setter? I need Teflon Juan to start being a game breaker, to start being a game changer. He walked 3 times today, Hector. Did we sign this guy to be a table setter or to be a game breaker? That's what I want to know. So Pete Alonso has to be the one to get the job done all the time. It has to be Pete Alonso. Or Starlin Marte. Or Jeff McNeil. Or whoever the hell else is hitting down there. They got to be the ones to get the job done. Or the big high price free agent that we bring in, the greatest hitter in the game, one of the greatest hitters in the game, just keeps setting the table. Let me see. I want you to see me. Now I want you to see me for this. Hold on. I need game breaker Juan Soto. Not no motherfucking table setter. You hear me? That's what I need. What the hell happened here? There we go. Apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure what happened there. But again, we've reached our destination. And now we gotta find parking. Oh boy. We'll probably just leave our car double parked. We'll tell you about that another time. But now, ladies and gentlemen, man, want to thank you guys for joining us. Pretty good showing. Pretty good showing. Let me see if I can see some comments. I doubt I can read everything here. I would probably have to turn this thing around. Let's see, what do we got? No, we're not gonna do that. You know what? I can't even scroll. Let's see, we do this maybe. Dodo says this upcoming trade deadline will be Stern's moment. Yeah, yeah. It sure will be. It sure will be. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm done with McGill. Everybody's done with McGill. Could my guy Stanley says could Stearns have made this deal? I don't know, Stanley. I don't know. I don't know if he could have. I would hope that he tried. Jeffrey says he likes Suarez from the D-backs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd love Devers. Suarez, yeah. Dodo says the Mets issues are internal. The hitting coaches are trash. My guy Julius says, "Yo, Dolo, we play with 8 players every time we have Bumas Alvarez behind the plate." Oh man, oh man. M Easy says go 7-3 in those 10 games. I like the sound of that, M Easy. I like the sound of that, my guy. I like the sounds of that. No, for sure, Junior. Junior says cannot bringing them out. He said, I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. I'm just telling us we need to calm the hell down. That's all I'm saying. We need to calm the hell down, right? We be wilding out. We be wilding out. And when they say, yo, a little bit more patience. And obviously, he came up because of injury, too. It's not like they said, okay, let's say we're bringing him up because we're struggling. Nah. There was an injury, and you're right. He was the best guy to bring up. Had they brought up anybody else, we would have lost our minds. You know? Let's see. Let's see what else we got here real quick before we get out of here. God, I'm easy with the Alcantara stuff. Oh my God, Alcantara. Luis Robert, please come out with the Luis Robert crap, bro. Ugh, please. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, again, a lot longer than I thought I was gonna do this for. But we appreciate you guys, man. Listen, rough weekend, but what are we gonna do? It happens. It's a long season. You're gonna have weekends like this. They're not enjoyable. I'm not telling you it's okay. I'm not telling you we don't have flaws. I'm not telling you I'm happy about it. I'm not even telling you that Mendoza was perfect. I don't necessarily like the way Mendoza uses the bullpen all the time. But what I don't also like is the way some fans react and this whole punting and they don't care and because that's nonsense. You guys, you think he put Blackburn in the game like, okay, let me lose this game here. How can I best lose this game? Oh, Blackburn. Hey, Paul, go make sure you go out there and give up 4 or 5 runs. Or give up a couple of runs, get some runners on, and then throw Max in there, Kranick in there, so that he can finish blowing it up. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? No, he made a move, it didn't work. What I don't like, right? What I don't like is sometimes using all your high leverage guys in one game, and sometimes the game calls for it. But I think he does it too much. In that case, using multiple inning guys, although really you only use Kranick. But it kind of puts you in a bind for Saturday when Bum McGill don't have it, and now you don't have a long man to go to. And you got to leave him in there a little bit longer than you should have. You know? So I'm not here denying any of that. It's just it's over. Let's say we're done crap. That I will deny. That I will deny. But Big Ten games coming up. Let's take them one game at a time. Enjoy your day off tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Mets Talk Unfiltered, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, I'm thinking is the time. I'll chop it up with Eddie and make sure. Again, it's probably more about my schedule and than anything else. Um, and then the team gets back at it on Tuesday, and we'll be right there pushing them, trying to get that dub. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Apologize, I couldn't really interact with the comments as much as I would like to. Um, but everybody have a good night. If you're out in these streets, be safe, get home safe, and as always, LFGM, baby. Peace.
My clique full of animals and we made ourselves with minimal. Fuck you, no subliminals. Putting in this work, nigga. That's why they feelings hurt, nigga. Swear we need a hearse cause we rep our shites to the dirt, nigga. If I'm in the club, I'm